Cool. But as a test, yeah. So, my dear, where are you from?
I'm from Reus, close to Barcelona.
Yeah? What's your name, my dear?
Alba.
Alba.
Avocado.
Avocado. Is that what it means? Okay, let's hear it for avocado.
Is that what it means? Is that what your name means?
Yeah.
Alba.
Avocado?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. What does your name mean?
Huh?
What does your name mean?
Okay, so my name means hostage.
Yeah.
I'm not even slightly joking here. No, it means hostage. Gisli. I mean, it's. So my mom used to tell me that as in the Viking times, when two groups of warring Viking bands would meet, they would send an important delegate over to the other group as a hostage, as a gisli, right? And if something went wrong, they'd kill the hostage. Now, to me, just sounds like they just signed the town idiot and just pretend like he was the most important guy in the room. So there you go. There you have it.
That's how you ended up as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
They named you after a hostage. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. What does Stepney mean?
It's one of those long-winded, sort of like a Native American thing. It's the part of the ship that breaks the wave, the bow, or whatever.
So much cooler. That's
like
so much
He's
cooler.
killing it. No,
so it's
what?
like an entrepreneur or pathfinder.
So okay. So my name is Hugh. I spell it Huw. That's the Welsh spelling.
No,
okay?
no, that's just because you're an idiot.
No, I'm very intelligent. No, but Hugh. That's the English spelling. Hugh means brave and fair warrior. Yeah. Huw, the Welsh spelling, means moss. So there you go. My name's Moss Jones. So, Albert, are you feeling confident tonight?
Yeah.
Talk into the microphone, please.
Yes.
Yeah, you're happy to be on Stepney's team. You didn't vote for him. You're happy to be with him.
Yeah,
You
sure.
think he's going to take you to victory? That's a good sorry. Oh, then you feeling confident? Hell yeah! Okay. Well then, I'll take that microphone. Oh, everyone always tries to shake my hand like I care. No, no, I'm kidding. You're all very welcome. We better start the first game. What do you guys think? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The first game is called Portraits.
Okay.
So, Portraits is pretty easy. You see over there, behind the box, you've got a... Don't worry about it. You got the same thing? Don't drop the pens like she did. What you got to do, you guys, is draw the beautiful Gisli, if you are Odin, and the beautiful Stepnir, if you are Alva. What they're going to do is tell me what about themselves they would like you to capture. Okay, so
I have to tell her?
no, you have to tell me.
I have to tell
You have to tell me. You have to talk. You have to talk a bit. The mic's here. So right, you guys.
So I have to tell you
Oh, yeah.
what feature.
What
I
do you
her to
want? What do you want
concentrate
this
on.
wonderful Mediterranean lady to capture about you? What is the best thing about being Stepnir?
It's just how generally regal I am.
Generally regal.
Yeah.
You know what regal means? It means royal. like the
A king.
King. No, she's from Spain. They have a king. Okay, so he's regal. You can
I'd
start
probably-
drawing. You can also start drawing
Probably
whenever you
more of
like.
A queen than a king.
You'd be more of a queen than a king.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of the first times I've seen you do stand up tonight, like in not in drag.
Wait, Spain has a king?
That's not a joke. He does drag. Yeah, he's a drag queen. He's a beautiful drag queen. But how about you? What are you feeling?
Spain has a king?
Spain has a king.
Really?
Yeah.
But she's from Barcelona. They don't.
Yeah, they're a
They don't
republic
accept
now.
the,
Catalonia,
yeah.
the republic thereof.
Yeah, they don't accept the
king.
The
the
king of
sovereignty
Spain.
of the Spanish.
Exactly.
What do you want to be captured about yourself? Because so far he's drawing Slender Man. And that's not what you look like.
I don't know. I want to capture my my appreciation for fine art.
Your appreciation for fine art. Okay, we'll capture that.
I've also been gaining a little bit of weight lately.
You've
Slightly.
been gaining it.
Yeah, gaining it. Yeah.
Gaining it.
Gaining it.
Yeah. First world problems.
Getting
yeah.
fat is the
Yeah.
correct term.
But doesn't this sound like the worst, absolute worst advice you could give, like to a police sketch artist? Yeah, he looked very regal.
You
And
look
into
regal.
art.
He very apparently looked like he liked the fine arts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, you got him.
That said, though, you're describing a certain type of person. You'd be like, he looked like he likes the fine arts. Like, okay, he wears a beret. We get it. Like, he's too thin. But yeah,
I'd like to capture my full head of hair
your full head of hair
and my other hair,
and your other hair.
the rest of my hair.
You want to draw all
But-
the pubes you talked about?
No,
basically.
no.
I've got weird
no
body
pubes.
hair.
No pubes.
The
a
absence of
swimsuit
pubes.
no
Sorry.
pubes.
No pubes anymore. No, worked on that.
You man sculpted that away.
But it's funny because I don't have any chest hair.
Don't have any chest hair.
None.
I have a
Whatsoever.
small amount.
I don't even have any hair on my back. I just have hair on my entire legs and my feet, pubes, obviously, before. Slight, like a sport line.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Everyone has that. Everyone has that.
I literally naked. I look like I just got out. Like I'm like a Greek mythological figure, like a
Which
satyr.
one?
The one that trained Hercules.
The one that's fat.
the fat one. Yeah,
Satire.
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 I look like a satire. On
You look
myself.
like the guy who was played by Danny DeVito, basically.
Oh, I'd definitely be Danny
yeah.
DeVito.
Okay. Okay. How about
Definitely.
you? How hairy are you naked?
That's sort of funny because you know that little sport line that you get from your belly button to the fun stuff. Mine starts around here and ends like in my lower back.
That's
I
where
got
the
that
fun
foot
stuff
on
is.
the
though.
Nice.
That's
It's
the
like
fun stuff.
It's like a Borat swimsuit.
Kinda, yeah.
How are our artists doing, by the way? How are you feeling right now? Doing okay? I'm seeing his, and it's the best thing I've ever seen.
I like it.
You feeling
No, it's-
confident? You finished? You're done. Okay, you got.
This is very avant-garde.
You ready? You ready?
I'm
Oh,
so
okay,
done.
we
I'm
hurried
like,
him around.
So done.
Okay, so the first victory point went to Gisli Johan. So first we get to see Odin's version of Gisli. Can you hand that over to me? Let's see it. Gisli Johan by Odin, everybody.
At least
So-
I have a penis. I'm very happy to have a penis.
I like that he has no hands but a dick. That's
Yeah,
very good.
That's what they
good.
call me. No hands but Dick Gisli.
And you specifically, you put in the pube swimsuit that he mentioned during his stand-up comedy. That's pretty good. Also, there's a dick next to his head. Why? Fine art.
there you
Yeah, he
go.
loves fine art. So there's a dick next to his head, and he's scared of it though. Yeah. Okay. And he's got no hair because obviously you don't really have a full head of hair, but you have the thickest mustache in the history of mankind. That's pretty good. Okay, I think Odin deserves a round of applause for that piece of artwork. Alba, pass me over. So this is Stepnir by Alba. Pretty good, I think. So he's got a crown. Is that because he's regal? I think so. He's got glasses.
It's actually a tiara.
Oh, that's a tiara. I'm sorry. And what's he saying? Everything will be okay. He is known for that. And then, wow, I think that's a pretty good likeness. What these two drops here next to his eyes? He's anxious. He is anxious.
She was listening.
She was listening
to
to-
my stuff.
Nice. Okay.
Someone
You hold
was.
that. You hold that. So the secret to Sea Filler is a lot of the thing is about democracy. So, Stepnir, hold yourself up. Gisli, hold yourself up. If you think Odin did the best version of Gisli, make yourselves known right now. Wow. Okay. If you think that Alba did the best version of Stepnir, make yourselves known right now. Wow, that is very conclusive. It goes over to Team Stepnir and Alba. There you go. That's the first point for you guys. Wow. Wow. So we move into round two. Round two is the great debate.
Nice. See ya.
I suddenly realized something. I forgot what I told you guys to prepare
What?
for the great debate.
What did you forget?
What we're talking about today.
No, you told us.
Yeah, but I forgot it like now.
Oh no, Iceland. No, Hey, don't worry. I'm here.
Yeah, that's why Gisli's on the
Don't
show
worry,
every
yeah,
week.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm a professional. But no, it's the great debate. This is a live event we call the great. Am I supposed to the whole thing? Do you forget everything?
I forgot I don't have Facebook on my
So
phone.
this is called the great debate. And so what we're gonna be, me and Stepnir are gonna be debating what is Iceland's biggest achievement.
There we go.
There you
I
go.
knew I'd
Yeah.
come up with an idea. I just forgot what it was.
Oh, you're such a. Oh, it's good. No, it's good.
I'm a
You're
very
good
professional
host. I love
host. I'm the only one being paid
love
on
it.
stage
No.
tonight. But anyway, yes. So,
No, Hugh. It means great. Yeah.
that's great. So what's going to happen? You guys are going to take it in turns. You're going to argue for what is Iceland's greatest achievement.
yeah.
Gisley and you will switch teams. We'll switch turns. Every time you're stuck, it's okay. You can tag in. They might have an idea. What is Iceland's greatest achievement? You can bring it up. But you won the last round, so you get to go first, Stepnir. What is Iceland's greatest achievement, in your opinion?
I think it's the whole spiking the milk thing.
Yeah?
Because now we get to stay. Otherwise, we'd all have to kill ourselves.
Otherwise,
right?
Iceland would be a
Because that's
suicide
what was
cult.
happening. It was happening. It was slowly happening. We were sort of.
Again, lactose intolerance.
We had to bring in the Poles to, do everything.
That is true.
How does that tie into the milk?
Because we were killing killing ourselves at an alarming rate.
Yeah,
so they had to do something.
You needed someone
So
who
the
was
D-
suicide-proof.
So the vitamin D in the milk.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
What do you think the greatest achievement is, Gisley?
I think it is. I don't know. I like to think greatest achievement probably is getting tourists to pay a lot of money to bathe in a cesspool full of human urine and semen.
Are you referring to the Blue Lagoon?
Yes. Yeah, Blue Lagoon.
Who's been to the Blue Lagoon? Some of you have. Just saying.
Gotcha.
If any of you are pregnant when you get home, they might be partly Icelandic. Just saying.
Terminated.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. You got any more for us?
What were we talking about?
Greatest achievement in Iceland.
And he went.
Blue Lagoon.
Oh, selling you guys bottled water.
Yes.
That is excellent because you're essentially buying bottled tap water.
Yeah. This is Iceland. You can drink the rain. Like.
If you see like a clear creek, you could drink that stuff too. Like
Yeah.
just like a stream or whatever. And then we have pallets in every supermarket of bottled water, and you guys take it home in like the bucket loads. That's an excellent achievement, right? Come on.
That is pretty smart. That is almost as smart as
Importing coffee to Brazil.
as selling canned mountain air.
We also
Wait, so we actually sell that now?
We also did that.
I think that's even greater, to be honest.
Wait, is anyone from China here?
Oh yeah, fresh mountain air. Yeah, in a can. No, in a can,
right.
aluminum can.
We also sell volcanic ash, which could be any old ash.
Yeah.
Because it's
Let's
just
just sell
fucking
dirt.
ash.
I'm gonna say an empty can could be anything, but it's an empty
It could
can.
be essentially
so-
it could be essentially just a practical joke, and we're selling you farts.
You could, yeah, that's it.
yeah,
No, because
totally,
you could sell like fresh Icelandic air and just say, this is Odin's farts. Not Odin.
and you'd buy it.
Not this guy though.
No. You got another one? Step near, your turn again. You got anything
My
else?
turn again. Greatest achievement. Yeah, selling it to you guys that we're all environmental and shit. We signed the Tokyo thing, and we're so far off that they're probably gonna make us a third world country again.
Nice.
Take away all power, stop bringing in oil and all of that.
Take
stuff.
away all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
power that Iceland has.
No, just practical power. I'm not talking metaphysical power.
Oh, I'm sorry.
we
I'm
have-
sorry. I thought you were talking metaphysical power.
No, I'm just talking all
I don't think
power
we
in
have
general.
practical power either. So
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
pretty powerless.
Did you know that in like the late 1700s, we had a plague here that was following like a volcanic eruption? So right before we had the plague, all the food died. So we wound up like 20,000 people here. And the king of Denmark, that was our sovereign king, right? He sort of had a debate with his generals going, so how many trips would it take the Navy to bring them here? Nah, that's too many trips. Let's just leave them. And that's why we're still here. Otherwise, we'd all be Danish.
It's also why they're all one family. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, got another one for that, Gisley Johan?
Yeah, I think one of the greatest achievements is kicking out the fucking Danish.
Oh.
Right? Yes. Oh, that's
Is there anyone
great
Danish in
achievement.
the room?
No.
Good job.
Fuck them.
Funny thing is though.
Yeah, it is a catch-all sort of thing though, because we kicked him out, but somehow we're still learning Danish in school. It's not a language.
That's like when England became independent and we still had to learn French.
But the
You have
thing
to learn
is,
French?
Yeah, we learned French at school.
we always say this to foreigners though. We kicked out the Danes, right? They were like an empire, and we kicked them out.
No, okay. They were ambushed by the Nazis, and we used the chance to take our independence back. So yeah, maybe something came out of the
stuck.
Nazis. Okay,
And we hadn't heard from them for months. We hadn't heard anything Danish for months, and we just went, well, all right, fuck them then.
You hadn't heard anything from Denmark for months. So for about 3 months, you hadn't heard, hey, yeah, I'd like to get really drunk on shots and start a fight. What?
Or we don't want to steal all your resources to pay for, the copper roofs of our buildings.
we didn't
Paid for it with Icelandic butter.
We
I'll
didn't
tell you
have
that.
copper roofs.
And geothermals. You got another comeback to that, though? And what's the next greatest achievement for Iceland? Step there.
Convincing you guys that the factory at the Blue Lagoon is one of the many factories around the country that makes clouds. Yeah. I've actually been in the room when a bunch of Americans were convinced that at facilities like these, they now manufactured clouds. That clouds are no longer a natural occurrence.
You're bad people.
Yeah, you are bad people. These Icelanders are fine.
But it's an achievement all the same, right?
Yeah, that's an achievement. So, is it time to tag in your seat filler, do you think?
No, I just asked him. I asked him what he thought, and he said the fact that we survived here for 1,000 years.
1,000 years
That's
of
pretty good.
Iceland.
This is a frozen wasteland 80% of the time. Literally, 100 years ago, we lived in a hole in the ground with a door.
You guys were hobbits.
That's
is what you're
one
saying.
door. That's one door more than a fox. Okay?
So,
You know all these Icelandic delicacies? Sour sheep's testicles? It's not because sheep testicles taste great. It's because we ran out of options.
that's pretty good. Stepnir, you are discussing.
Hold on, she's got something now.
Okay, hey, you can hand the mic to her. We can give her a mic. What do you think it is?
So you try to hide your classes, but then you have heating under downtown 101. But the ones of us that live outside 101, we can fall when it's icy on the floor.
So
You don't care about us.
No, we don't.
Care about your money.
So you're saying our greatest achievement is tricking people into thinking you won't fall over in winter?
Hiding, you're so classist.
We're classist.
We are a bit classist. Hiding the classism. Basically, all the streets in 101 are underheated. And outside of 101, you can have a hip replacement anytime you like. Is basically what it is. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, I think that's the end of that round. Don't you
It's
reckon?
just to give the 5 homeless guys a warm place to sleep.
Yeah, because that's where they sit, is outside shooters in 101.
Yeah.
We see them every day.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of the great debate. If you think the best arguments came from Stepnir and Alba, make yourselves known right now. Shit is cold, son. Wow. If you think Gisli and Odin did the best arguments, make yourselves known right now. I'm afraid that is not even difficult. The victory card goes over to you guys. So the next game on the list is called Word on the Street. Word on the Street is a game, unsurprisingly, based around rumors. So what you've got to do is, Gisli is going to try and convince Alba, sorry, I gave you an Icelandic name, forgive me, of some rumors about Icelandic society. For every single one that you say is true and it is true, or it's false and it is false, you get a point. If you guess it right.
Wait,
You do not get to help her.
Wait. Am I supposed to lie to a foreigner, and he's supposed to lie to an Icelander?
Let's not say that this is stacked a little in your favor.
Okay. Who thinks that is unfair? Okay, then you volunteered to replace Odin. Hey, Odin will step off, I'm sure, in exchange for one of the Michiganders. Thank you, Odin. Let's hear about Odin.
Let's hear for Odin, everyone.
All right. Who coming to the stage all the way from Michigan?
All the way, buddy.
What's your name, my friend? Andrew, welcome Andrew to the stage. Let's hear it for Andrew.
Hey, nice to have you, Andrew.
Stepnir is going to lie to Andrew or maybe tell the truth. For everything you get right, your team gets a point. For everything you get right, your team gets a point. If you get it wrong, the point goes to the other team. The victory point went to Gisli Johan. He gets to make the first lie. You get the microphone to see if he's telling the truth or not. So Gisli Johan, go ahead. Lie to her.
Okay. So, less than 100 years ago, in a county in Iceland called Öræfi, and it's a county in Iceland called Öræfi, which means no man's place. There was, it isn't. There's people that live there. Definitely, there's farms there. Idiots. But but so less than 100 years ago, a ship crashed on the shores of Öræfi, and there was only one survivor who washed up on shore, and it was a black guy. And he was from France, and he washed up on shore, and he was so thankful for being alive. And he looked up and he saw a farmer, and he waved to the farmer, and the farmer apparently ran away, and the guy was like, "Oh, I'm getting helped, I'm getting saved." Literally minutes later, he came back with a group of his friends, and they beat him to death because they thought he was Satan.
That's very upbeat. So, Alba, is that true or is that false? Use the mic, please. Thank you.
That's false.
That's false.
No, that's true.
That's true. The point goes to this team.
Literally,
Okay,
there's
can I
like,
take the microphone?
60
Thank you.
years ago, there was a news article about from Ísafjörður, and they were like, "Ah, black guy in Ísafjörður," because they're not here.
That is hilarious.
It was not that they're the bad people or anything. I'm just saying
people from
weren't
Eastern
here.
Europe are bad people.
Bad they are,
Yeah,
yes,
so
for sure.
Okay.
A black friend of mine that moved here, he wanted to get in touch with like the black community here, you know, so he sort of got in touch with them, but that guy was pretty lonely too.
So it's your turn. You get to lie to... I've forgotten your name, friend. Sorry.
Andrew, man.
Andrew.
Come
I'm
on.
sorry, Andrew.
Try and pay attention, dude. All right, Andrew. Let me tell you something. Up until 1976, any person from Turkey was legally, their life was legally forfeit. You could kill anyone from Turkey on Icelandic ground up until the year 1976.
What do you reckon? True or false?
I feel like that goes up with the lines of you can't walk your goat down the wrong side of the street on a Sunday afternoon.
What?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. It's just a belligerent law. True.
That's true. The point goes over here. Okay, Gisli Johan. Can I get that microphone back?
Yes.
Alba, there you go. Oh no, things are getting caught up. So, what do you reckon? Lie to her.
Okay. Okay, so one of the most famous serial killers in Iceland, sticking
So
to the light notes.
One of four.
He was a cousin, or not cousin, like distant uncle of mine, and he lived in. No, he's very famous.
Explain some things,
though. Axel Axelsson, and he was a famous serial killer in Iceland, and he lived in Suðurhúnavatnssýsla, and he was very famous for the fact that he chopped off the left testicle of every single victim that he killed which were mostly males.
The women he killed, he chopped their left testicle off too, though. You know?
When he could, and
When he could find it.
and garnished a necklace out of them, which he wore proudly until he was caught.
What do you think?
Did he sell the necklace in Colaporti?
Sorry,
Did he sell the necklace in Koloportith?
he would have. He would have if he could have.
He predates Koloportith, I
Yeah,
think.
a little bit.
So what do you think? True or false? Bowl necklace.
I hope it's false.
You hope it's false?
It's false,
It
yeah.
is false. The point goes over here. There we go. Okay, there you go, Andrew. So, lie to him.
You're American. You'll get this. How preposterous this sounds.
People can own a gun. What?
In Iceland, gun ownership per capita is greater than in the States.
This is actually fun. Literally just talked to a guy earlier in a shop. He said it was the same.
Per
So
capita.
I'm going to go with greater is true.
We actually have more guns, yeah.
Yeah.
We have more guns, yeah.
So
That's,
is that right?
is that true?
Yeah, that's
okay, there we go.
There you go, buddy.
Why do we get the point for that?
Yeah, I just gave it to you.
No, we don't.
No.
Oh,
he was
sorry.
right, yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
You
Forgive me.
got the point last time.
Hey,
I did get the point last time.
Honest Abe over there.
Yeah.
I'm not really paying attention. Sorry.
Q, get your shit together.
Sorry, guys. I do this
But it's
every
but
week.
it's funny with countries and mentality. We have more guns, right? But in the history of Iceland, only once has there been a case where the police had to kill a guy with a gun.
Shot him in the left testicle. Would you believe it?
One guy.
And
has
then
been
they
killed
put
by
it
the
round their
police in
neck.
Iceland.
Okay, lie. It's your turn to lie, Gisli Johan.
Okay. Okay. So a good lie. Okay, here we go. Or a truth. We'll see. So up until okay. So when the American Army was here, right?
Yes.
Yes. So the American Army was here, and so during that time, Icelandic women tended to fancy American soldiers over Icelandic men. Wow! Who knew? They like clean-shaven, showered guys. Wow. But yeah.
It
So
doesn't work with sheep.
Icelandic women really liked American soldiers, and they were sleeping with them, and other things, and so the Icelandic government didn't like this one bit. So they had Icelandic spies spy on these Icelandic women, and we called this period the situation. And these women were called situation women.
What do you think? True or false?
I think that's true.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh, the points go over. Even though it's a Jersey Shore reference.
Yeah, no. And it's funny. That's we actually have if you ever hear the name Herman, the Icelandic name Herman, or someone that's called Hermansson, that because there were so many Icelandic women sleeping with the American soldiers, and the American soldiers then up and left because they had families back home. So a lot of kids were born out of wedlock. And the mom didn't have a clue who the dad was, so because we use patronyms in Iceland, the son of, right? So Hermansson means son of soldier, because the mom didn't know his name.
And we have a bunch
That's
of
an
guys
extra fact.
born in the late 40s, early 50s that are Hermansson.
Yeah.
None of them are related.
Sorry, can I check before we continue? Our seat filling guests, would either of you, are you thirsty? Would you like a drink?
Yes.
What would you like?
A beer.
A beer? A beer for you too, my friend?
I do, same thing.
Nice. All right, 2 beers for our sea fillers. They're coming up. Sorry. So, lie to our friend. Lie to him.
Lie to my friend.
Well, lie to Gisli's friend.
The,
It's fine.
the truth is just far more unbelievable, though.
Okay.
Isn't it? We've actually gone to war with England, and we won.
What do you reckon? True or false?
I gotta go with the sheer
Thank
fact
you,
that Iceland,
David.
if Iceland went to war,
Note, we don't have an army.
okay, if Iceland decided to be pissed off about something, they just probably said, "Yeah, fine, true."
True, they did actually win.
Yeah.
There you guys go. It was called the Cod War.
Wow.
It's called the Cod War. There wasn't that much fighting, but
They just say, "Yeah, we're in."
they,
And
they,
we're
ba-
in.
they
We're
basically cut
That's
a
a
lot
typical
of nets.
British thing to say.
I'm from Hull as well, which is like the town that was most affected by it.
It was
One
called
of
the
the
Cod
fishing-
War. Thousands died. Okay, of fish, and we won.
Thousands of fish
Fucking
died.
proud of it.
One boat almost went down.
Yeah, when we ran into you, we didn't even shoot you.
And it caused the boat to almost go down.
Yo, you're right. I know. Okay, got anything else for our?
We're being slaughtered.
I think it's you're gonna get lied to one more time. I think Alba,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay. So a lot of people feel like Iceland is a very progressive country concerning like women's rights, stuff like that. But a little known fact is that until almost like late 1800s, we had
That was a burp.
Enjoy.
we had a special pit of water where we drowned women for having babies out of wedlock and incest.
Where was this peak of water?
This pit of water?
When?
It was in a place called in Thingvellir.
How was it called?
It was called oh, it was called Drekkingarhylur.
Oh, that's
What
pretty
does
good.
it mean?
Huh? It means a drowning pond for women.
True.
That's true.
That is true. The point goes to you guys.
I've done the golden circle as everyone here.
Okay, Stepney, it's your last lie. You ready? Oh, 2 microphones, many. Yeah, it's your last lie. What do you reckon? It can be true too. You know. You know. This is a fun silence.
Wait,
Let's
has he
all
only
enjoy
done
this,
lies?
Yeah. Tell the truth sometime.
One of our politicians and prominent businessmen in the late 1800s, early 1900s sold Gullfoss.
Sold what?
Gullfoss. The waterfall, the big waterfall.
Oh.
And then when the person,
Everyone went there.
And then when the person came to collect and wanted to put up like facilities and blah blah blah, he just went, no, the water in the waterfall when you bought it is long gone.
That sounds Icelandic as fuck. That's kind of like saying, hey, we can show you the sky for some money, which is what a Northern Lights tour is. So there you go.
The ice was here, but you missed out.
The water, yeah.
The water that was in the waterfall when you bought it has long gone, so you no longer own the waterfall, obviously.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. The points go over here.
Same
I thought
guy.
that was a lie. That was all done. Nice.
Same guy also sold the Northern Lights. So.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, same guy.
Nice.
He also has a bridge in
Einar
Brooklyn.
Ben.
so.
Look him up. Google that guy.
Okay,
Einar
ladies and
Ben.
gents. Check us that microphone. I'll take it. And ladies and gents, we're going to the last round, but before we go, and let's hear it for your teams, Gisley and Andrew. And Stepney and Alba. So they already did the victory points for that round. We're going into the final round of the evening. The final round is called Blind Artist.
This
Yeah,
where we're gonna
right.
kick ass.
So, this time around, you guys have your whiteboards. Can you pass them to your team captain? And maybe give him the eraser so he can rub out that offensive picture you made of him.
Do I have
There
to?
we go.
Oh, I like mine.
It's not that bad. You got to erase it though, because you need to draw. I'm sorry. So what's happening here? You guys on. We're gonna take it in turns. Blind artist. You have right there. You have a postcard. Don't show it to him. That's the opposite of the point. You have a postcard as well. So, let's say I think you guys won the last round, so I think you guys get to go first. Blind artist, you describe what is on your postcard to Gisli Johan, and he will draw it. Okay? So, here's the microphone. You go right ahead. Let's see if he can do... He's not allowed to see it at all, so be very careful.
It's winter.
It's winter.
There's 2 horses.
There's 2 horses.
They are looking very frosty. Classic Icelandic.
Classic Icelandic. Okay, so they're drunk.
Chubby, stubby, overgrown
Chubby,
hair.
stubby, overgrown. They are Icelandic. Yep, we've heard it.
The one on the right looks almost like maybe a muskox. He's really frosty.
What's a muskox?
Really? No?
Wait, in Michigan.
Ah, damn.
It's
They're
a
not
Michi-
even in Michigan.
What is a muskox?
Muskox?
Yeah.
Bison?
A bison. One of the
Alright,
horses
he's
looks
just-
like a bison.
He's just really frosty. He's still a horse, though. Don't forget the
Still
long
horse.
face.
But only one looks like
They're
a bison.
both looking left over their left shoulders to you as you draw.
You need that eraser, don't you? You need that
I just
eraser.
fucked it up, didn't I? Yeah.
It's good. They're both looking left again.
They're both looking left over their left shoulder. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
We
Okay.
start over.
No.
No, keep going,
Alright,
keep
we good,
going.
we good. The background is either white and or snowy.
White and or snowy.
Short, stubby ears.
Short, stubby
I don't know,
ears.
What's the background like? Is there mountains?
Nope. It is
No, it's just white and snowy.
facing the winter in the top left corner. If you write that in.
It says facing the winter in the left top left.
top left corner. We'll be spot on. You can't mess that up.
What's
Come.
going on? Facing the winter.
Facing the
That's
winter.
what the postcard says.
It says that. Okay. Cool.
In the
Yeah, you
top
can just
left
write the
corner.
words. Facing the
That will literally line up identically.
The winter.
yeah, sure it will.
Facing the winter.
That's all it says. Facing the winter.
And these guys just look pissed off to be in Iceland.
What kind of colors are there? Tell me.
Ooh. With
He's got a black pen. So
With a black pen, you can try and draw golden horses.
Nice,
They're
okay,
they're
I'll get
golden
on that.
blonde.
I think
Can
he's
you
just
get away
drawing
with
their
that?
genitals.
They're horses.
They are
You
horses.
can't even see the genitals, so those are relevant. Literally.
Anything else you would like to add, Andrew? No?
At this point, the fact that he's drawing genitals and they're not there, I think I'm lost.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good. You put it back down. Don't show him. We'll hand over to the next team. Don't you worry.
You're going to describe something to me.
Okay, you handed it your mic. That's fine. So you describe it. He's drawing it.
Are we going portrait or landscape?
Landscape.
Landscape. See, they're already more pro than you guys. Okay, you ready? Don't show him it. Just describe. Just
So
describe.
I have this typical bonus postcard.
Typical bonus postcard.
So-
I actually bought it in Amundsen, so okay.
So on the left, there's a mountain.
There's a mountain on the left.
Is it one of those Coney mountains or is it one
Yes, it's a Coney mountain.
It's a Coney mountain.
Okay.
Coney
And then-
2012. It stopped some stuff.
And then until the right, you can see
Then it
small
masturbated in
mountains.
public.
Just like small, but like
like a
line. Yes,
A
precisely.
line of small
Yes,
mountains.
very good.
Nice.
It's snowing.
It's snowing.
It's
Yes,
snowing.
there's a snow everywhere.
There's snow
It's
everywhere.
falling.
No. It's on the land.
So it's snowy. It's not
There's-
snowing.
I'm going to just draw a little white on here.
It's a beautiful night because there are northern lights, and they are
Northern Lights. What a beautiful night. They were photoshopped in. Just so you know, they're not real.
the northern lights are green and yellow.
He has a black pen.
Here's another black pen.
Two different types of black. We'll
So-
sort this out.
On the middle, but kind of the right side, you can see a post, and it says Bluff Jolt. The O goes with two
It says Bluff Jolt.
points on the O.
So there's a sign on the right, did you say?
Yeah, there's a sign.
Yeah. And it says Blafjolt.
Yes, precisely.
Blaufjord.
Yeah, it probably says Blaufjord, but you
Yes,
know.
on the right, yeah.
And it's which way is it pointing? That sign?
On top, in the middle,
Yeah,
the
but
middle.
it's in the middle.
Yes, it's precisely on the middle.
So it's wait, so it's pointing towards the picture or what?
It's like this is the
Yeah, but
place. You
where's
found
the
it.
spike?
No, there's no spike.
Oh, it's like a street sign.
Yes.
Okay,
straight
sorry.
sign on the middle. Black.
Street sign in the middle says Blaufjord.
Jol. Yes.
I don't really know how to spell
Blaufjord.
It's a B-L-A with accent. J-O with 2 points on top of it. Okay.
With 2 points.
Okay, so on the left, so a sign pointing the left,
Uh-huh.
it's Reykjavik.
Reykjavik. I live there.
417. I don't know what.
417, you don't know what?
I guess kilometers?
It's not kilometers, it's actually Elvish steps. It's a very old Icelandic sign. 17.
417, Reykjavik.
Anything else?
The number of the road. Yeah.
No, it's 417 Elvish steps.
There's
Be quiet.
nothing else, but you can draw an elf.
You can draw an elf if you like, but it's not in the picture.
No, but you can.
Well, then I'd say you've done. Yeah. But do you want to draw an elf?
We got a mountain on the left. We got like a mountain range
Okay.
on the right.
No, I think we're done. I'll take the postcards from both of these guys. I think it's time.
But I didn't say that many mountains. I just said one line, not 3.
Well, it's too late. He's finished. But there you go. You give the mic back. Okay.
I suppose we're done now.
So, ladies and gents,
Time
Gives
for
the Johan.
comparison.
show your picture to the crowd. Show it. Here's what Gisli Johan was drawing, just so everyone knows.
Is it close?
Not that close. That's why he said don't draw their penises, because it's just their heads in the picture. But I don't think that's bad. You got snow, you got horses. It says facing the winter.
They're facing left.
You forgot to specify landscape or portrait. That's wherein lies your mistake. You forgot to specify that. That's a pretty good picture. Step near, show everyone your picture. Wow, very detailed. Very detailed. This is what he was drawing, just so everyone knows. Actually, not that bad, I think. Yeah, not so bad. You've got too many mountains, though.
It's clouds, man.
It's clouds. Okay, these are clouds that are not in the picture. Good. Okay, that's a great job.
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. Okay.
Yeah, they had those in there.
They did have Northern Lights in there. Okay, they are Northern Lights that look like mountains. Okay, that's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the last vote of the evening. If you think Stepnir did a better artistic job, vote for him now. If you think Gisli Johan did a better artistic job, vote for him now. Wow, that is cold. I think the point very clearly goes over to Stepnir and Albert. Okay, ladies and gents.
Thank you, by the way.
That was the last round of Seat Filler.
Oh my.
We need to find out who won. So,
think
don't
it'll
throw
be-
your victory points back. Oh, no, those are mine. But can you count how many victory cards you have? You count how many you have.
I got more than the votes.
You got more than the votes. There we go. You're already coming out ahead. How many you got?
I've got 5.
You got 5? How many you got?
Wait, he's saying numbers.
He can't count.
5, 6, 7.
7.
I
Okay.
guess we lost 5.
That means tonight winners are Andrew and Gisli.
Yeah, baby.
But let's not forget about Odin as well. So Odin, Andrew, and Gisli, let's hear it for them. They are the winners of tonight's Seat Filler. But let's hear it for our losers tonight. Let's hear it for Stepnir and Alba. So, ladies and gents, the show has come to an end. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. So I need to ask you for one last round of applause. More than one, actually. I need to ask you for about 4 more. First, I would like to hear it for our very brave Seat Filler guests. Let's hear it for Alba, Andrew, and Odin. I can't do this show on my own. I tried and it was terrible. So let's hear it for your Seat Filler team captain, Stepnir and Gisli Johan. I also tried to do this show outside, and it did not work. So let's hear it for your venue and your bartender, David. Let's hear it for the Secret Cellar and David. And this show does not happen in a vacuum. I need an audience. So I don't care if they're from Michigan. I don't care if they're from New Jersey or Pennsylvania. I don't care if they are from Birmingham who left, or if they are also from Cornwall and other parts of the world. I just need to hear it for the whole crowd. Let's hear it for you guys. Thanks very much for coming out on a Sunday night. Now, I think you should stick around for at least the next 15 minutes, I think. We're going to have happy hour, am I wrong? We're going to have happy hour. Stick around, have a drink. It's been a great night. I hope you've enjoyed Seat Filler. If you have, you can find us on Facebook. We are Seat Filler on Facebook. You can give us a good review. And more importantly, this is the only stand-up comedy and comedy venue in Iceland. So if you had a good night, please find the Secret Cellar on TripAdvisor and give them a good review. And come on back. Thank you very much. We've had a good night. Thank you. Thank you very much.
If you were offended or thought the show sucked, keep it to yourself.
Thank you, Stepney. That's a good point.
Music!
Let's go! No, thanks. We're literally on the edge of it being me and Gisley versus each other. like trying to host and be a part of it. No. Once a week? Sunday.
But I do comedy every weekend.
Just
Every
here?
day.
Somewhere. Yeah. Always here? Okay. So the idea that they got a spot to do it.
Yeah, my mom really didn't work here. No, that was a lie. The rest of it should have.
Should have come in.